Alright guys, and welcome to another video tutorials on how to be able to create this particular design right here. So this is Max Graphics, your online graphics school. So if this is your first time of seeing this channel, kindly subscribe and like the videos. So to create this particular poster, this is the size we are going to use, 3x4, and what we need to do is to clear this particular working space and then set a new space altogether. So this is the default background of Pixellab, and what we need to do is take off the text and we create our own working space. So you go to the image size and then we put in the 3x4, and that is what we have right here on our screen. We click OK. So the next thing is to set the space or the color of the background. We pick a solid color. So let's pick white. I think white will be okay. We take white for the sake of these tutorials. So this is the space we have set. So we head to our gallery and we pick in the image of the bike man, and this is what we have. It has come with a background, and what we need to do is to head to you have to head to this particular one, erase color, and then we select the color that we don't want to be there, that is the black, and then we enable it. So what we need to do is to increase the tolerance so that the color will be taken off completely, and we have this. You can also remove your background with remove.bg, which you can easily search for it and your Google, and then you use it. So you lock it and then we proceed. So this is what we have. The next thing is to introduce the shapes that we can use to manipulate the roads where the bike will actually be on. So this is the shape we have, and we have to give it a color. So we pick the color from the bike man, and what we do is to make something like this. So let's make sure we drag it a bit up, and then we increase the size somehow, and we give it a stroke. You have to give it a stroke, and then we head to shadow. We give it a shadow too. So the next thing to do is to actually make sure that we widen or increase the stroke width a bit, so that there will be some kind of step between the shape itself and the stroke. So that is what we are doing right there. So you can see that there is some kind of different color around the shape. So what we have to do now is to give same color that we are giving to the shape to the stroke effect, but right now we have to make the stroke color somehow lighter than that shape itself, so that there will be some kind of differences a bit. So this is what we do. We pick the same color from the guy wearing this thing, and this is what we do. So we make something like this. You can see the effect. So what we have to do next is to just make sure, take your time and regulate it. I always say it's an idea I'm putting forth, and when you take your time, you can achieve something much better than this. It's always possible. So this is what you do, and you make sure you can see the shadow effect, and you have something like this. So after achieving something like this, take your time, and after achieving this like this, the next thing to do is to duplicate this shape into 3 folds. So this is what you do. So you hold this particular thing like a circle around the shape, so but not the dot that will actually spoil it, but that thing there, and you rotate it. Or you can also go to 3D rotate, and you rotate your shape to align this way. And the next thing is to copy. So you head to the copy this thing, and then after placing it, you head to the copy, and then you duplicate it into 3. So you place it just by the first one, then you copy again and place it near the same place. So have 3 rows like this. So what you do next after achieving this is to make sure that you lock those 3 shapes you have created into one unit, and then you increase the size of that thing, and this is what you do. You take it behind the entire thing, take it behind the bike, and you place it just within the ties. You place it just between the ties. Rotate it this way by either holding the shape itself or use 3D rotate, and then you rotate it to place it very well. So you can see how I'm manipulating it here, so you can see what will happen. So it has appeared as if the bike is actually moving on a road or on that particular effect we created. So what you do next is to lock it. If not, that will actually be causing unwanted movement, and reduce the opacity too, so that it will look somehow blur. So you can see what I've achieved. I've reduced the opacity, and you create another shape, take away the opacity of the shape, and you go to the stroke, enable the stroke to 100, and then you go to blur radius, you increase it to 25. What you do is to reduce the size. No, this is not what. So let's go back to the shape. So reduce the size this way, and then you click check mark. What you do is to make sure, let's lock it before. Okay, I didn't lock it earlier on. So now reduce, we have to bend the shape to have something like this, and oval, something like this, so that we place it to align well with the bike. Then we increase the size, take it behind the bike, let it be placed in between the bike and the road, so that it will have something like this. So what you do next is to actually reduce the opacity of this effect, dark effect you have created, so that it will appear to be as if it is a shadow. So you have something like, reduce the size, and then you place it well, so that the effect will appear to be as if it was a shadow. So this is what you have. So you lock it to, always make sure you lock any element you import or you bring in, and then you continue. So let's put this text type in there. These are the writings we are introducing. So Dreamwave bike contest, Dreamwave bike contest, and this is what we have. Okay, so we place it right on top there. Let's make sure we place it where your designs will always have a space to breathe. So where the way it has gone closer is not the best, but let's get a font for it before. So we are looking for Mount Sarah. We are going to use this family font, Mount Sarah. So let's use Mount Sarah regular. Mount Sarah regular. Okay, it's something like this. Is not bad, but the font seems to be so tiny, and I think if it's bolder it will be good. But let's change the color of the font. Let's give the text a color before. So this is what we have. This is what we have, but I think we have to still make the font somehow bold enough so that it will be readable. So let's go to the same font family, Mount Sarah. By this time, let's pick Mount Sarah black, and this is what we have. The next thing to do is to make sure that the color of that particular writing should be somehow deeper a bit. So let's increase it a bit so that it can be more readable or loud when looking at it. So this is what you have. You can see that I'm trying to leave a space in between them. So this is what you do. I'm trying to leave a space so that there can be allowance between the edges of the design and then the writing. So this is what you bring in another text, and you type write for healthy lifestyle or write for healthy life. Any of them you can just write. Okay, you reduce the size, so and place it just below that particular text, first text, and you have to give it a font too. But remember, we are sticking within the same font family, that is Mount Sarah. So let's go to Mount Sarah, and we pick Mount Sarah regular for this one. So this is what we have. So there's something I always do. I prefer that when you want unity to be there, copy it, the text, and you place it where you want the next text to be. That is if you only want it to be the same thing. So you just make sure you place it well, and then you head to the edit it, and just type this speed up 2024. No, so let's erase it, speed up 2024, and you click OK. and this is what we have right here. So the next thing to do is to again copy it, because we need another text on top at the right hand side of the design. We need another text to be there too, but right now we need the text to be the same. So we copy this one to again the speed up 2024, send it up there, edit it, and just write lifestyle. Just write type lifestyle rather. So just make sure you type that there, and you are good to go. You are good to go. Now remember, when you are given a project, the details information will be given to you, but this is just random ideas I'm bringing in for this. So we have to bring in another shape so that we'll be able to create those kind of spots that are found in the banner or in this particular poster. There are some kind of this. So after introducing the shape, reduce the opacity to 85, and then you copy it, place it on top again, like what I'm doing right now. So you push it down a bit, then send it that way, and place it just right below there. This is okay. So I think this is okay. So the last thing to do is just place your elements very well to bring in those kind of lines, dotted lines that are found. So we head to our gallery, then we bring in the lines that are found in the original design. So this is what we have. We select it right away, then this is what we have. We need to crop it so that it will appear much bolder than what we are seeing. Just take your time to crop it. Sometimes this part can actually always be frustrating, but you have to take your time. You can see the crop is not well done because some part is still not well cropped. So this is what we have. Okay, reduce the size, change the color, and you place it up there. So change the color. So let's head to color, and then we change it. So we change the color to the same color we use for the text. So we copy the same thing again, we bring it down and place it right below there. So that is what we have achieved here. And with this your design is ready, and all you need to do is to save your work, and then you are good to go. So this is Max Graphics, your online graphics school. If this is your first time of seeing this channel, kindly subscribe and like our videos for more content. Thank you.